And good evening, Sword family. And welcome to the Teahouse. We are going to try this one more time. I've spoken on two separate occasions about 9Dragons, and since I am now on Kick and Twitch, I figure we can try and have a game stream. We'll see if this is going to work. Now, because of the current setup of my computer, StreamYard is now over there. So, I will do my best. I will do my best to keep up with comments, but comments are going to be over here. So if you see me looking over here, I'm looking at StreamYard now. Now I'm looking at the 9Dragons window. Another thing, which is incredibly unfortunate, StreamYard will only read 9Dragons when it's in window mode. I hate playing in window mode, but that's what it needs for StreamYard to work. So we're going to have to play it in window mode. Let's run through these comments really quickly. And first to the door at 2:30 this afternoon is one of my patrons, Dan Hollifield. How's it going, Dan? Hope this works for you this time. We're going to try. And next is my lovely Foxy. Welcome to the Teahouse. Please like, share, and subscribe. Yes, please do. If this works the way I hope it does, maybe we'll do this at various times throughout the week, because I really want to show off some of the later maps in the game, because you're going to get a map that wasn't originally there when I first started playing the game. So I want to show off like later maps with more stronger mobs, and it's, yeah. And greetings for Dan. And Carl is joining us. Hello, Foxy and Dan. Hello, Carl. Don't do much computer gaming anymore, but I hope it works. Maybe I'll learn something. Well, you know, I try and be informative as I can when it comes to these things. Foxy, hope it does too. Won't be doing anything but chatting. I wish we had enough internet power for her and I to both get on, so that you could see, because when I'm not streaming, at one time we had 4 different people on 5 separate devices all playing this game at the same time. But as soon as I start streaming, it goes to crap. So just keeping on. Progress is slow until we see more improvements. Yeah. I heard that it's not really going well for either you or Lindsay, Dan, and I want you to know that me and Foxy are thinking about you. And if we were closer, we would obviously do more to help. But can't wait to see the floors, yeah. Can't wait until I see the house put back together. My home is temporarily no longer my castle. Yeah. Never a fun thing waiting on others. Hey, Joe, if you're lurking somewhere, say a tech prayer for us. Yeah, I would appreciate that. That'd be nice. Indeed, but I've faced worse, yeah. Always nice when you can have trusted business do it instead of yourself, when you can. Further comments and explanations await in the green room next time. And Kitty is joining us. Hey, y'all. Hello, Kitten. Ruby is watching but doesn't feel like getting on. That's completely understandable. It's fine having fun watching, yeah. Greetings for Kitty and Ruby. Joe Dog is doing Stupid O'Clock tonight. Won't be on, but may look on in the comments. Thanks for the info, Dan. Wasn't expecting show tonight. Yeah. And Dawn is joining us. Good evening, Dawn. And greetings for Dawn. And Midnight is joining us over on Twitch. Evening, Sword Peoples. Hello, Midnight. And more greetings for Dawn. Inigo Butt in the background. Yeah. You're probably going to see that fairly frequently tonight. And Aunt Donna is joining us. Hey, all. Hello, Donna. And greetings for Donna. And Dan, greeting everyone. Good times, yeah. And the game has and has not changed since we started playing it in 2016, I think. It was around 2016, and we've gone through, as I've said in the last two streams, 4 different hosting services. First, it was on Acclaim, and then the next 2 I always get mixed up because I can't remember which one came first, but there was Gamers Generation and Gamers First. But the problem was when the next company bought the game, Acclaim refused to give up the player information to the next company. So all of the characters that we had been playing on when they got bought out were just gone. Completely gone. But the next hosting company gave you a template character that would be at the level that you were at when the game was lost. And then that company stopped hosting it, so the next one bought it. And then that one stopped hosting it. And I was fairly upset because it looked like I was going to have to stop playing this game. And then Red Fox Games said they were going to start hosting it, but they were going to host it in a version closer to what people over in Korea got. Because there were things over there that they were getting in the game that we weren't getting here. So when they agreed to host, I was like, okay, let's see what the difference is. And one of the differences is this first village that we're going to pop into here in a minute. Oh, look, we have a kickbot trying to get me to buy audience, which I don't do. So, no. That was severely annoying. All the work on my account. Yeah. All of it. Yeah, we were upset. Had several stats maxed out even though I was relatively low level. Yes, she did. Okay, I'm going to try this whole comments on stage thing. That way, if I miss a comment, other people will see it over there. But here we go. Let's add my game to the stage. And you probably can't read this. But this says, no characters have been created. Please create a new one. Now, each account can have a max of 3 characters per account. I have 4 accounts. I created this account specifically just so I could play the game from character creation so that you can see the entire process. All of my other accounts either have higher level characters or characters that have already been created and already been through the first level map. So over here, we have start 9Dragons, create a character, delete a character, which wouldn't do anything, and quit. So we're going to click create a character. And we have male and female. And we're going to create Inigo Barktoya. It's too long. Okay, let's see. That's too long too. Let's try it. I'm sure that name's probably been taken. Let's just Inigo 2024, because that was the year that we got him. Now, here we have face, hair, and wardrobe. Wardrobe makes, actually none of this really matters, but because you're going to be playing the game in third person entirely, I don't think there is an option to play this game in first person. You want your character to look the way you want them to look. So there are face, hair, and wardrobe. There are 8 possibilities per face. So let's go through those. Very clean-shaven, much more darker, sophisticated-looking face. Baby face, angry bearded face, another baby face, eye patch angry face, busted scarred eye with a little bit of peach fuzz, and more of a pointy kind of Chinese villain looking face. Foxy is crossing her fingers, and Trey is joining us. Hey, Trey. Watching while Joe drives and listens. Hey, y'all. Greetings for Trey. Greetings. Greetings. Angry. You want angry bearded face for Inigo? I don't know, man. I was thinking either this one or that one. Hair is going to do this really interesting thing. Yeah, just teasing. Yeah. You have 3 different colors that it's going to cycle through on all of the different hairstyles. So you have kind of a longer hair with cropped bangs in kind of a dark red, black, and white. Short hair with cropped bangs in red, black, and white. Longer, actually kind of shoulder length hair, red, black, and white. Spiky hair. Weird anime hair. A bun kind of ponytail. And then you have this slicked back longer hair. I think for Inigo, we're going to go with... It's not really red, but he's not really black either. Let's go with the black just so it matches the mustache and the goatee. And the wardrobe really isn't going to change a whole lot. Blue, kind of a tan, and green. So since it's Inigo, we're going to go with the tan. Now let's see if it accepts the name. I'm going to come down here, create character, create a new character. Yes, new character successfully generated. So there you go. So we now have Inigo the puppy as a character in 9Dragons. So now click start, connect in game server. Uh-oh. There's your loading screen, which I really love the loading screen pictures. All right, now let's look at our screen here. Here is our life and chi bar. That little thing up there that was just blinking just now. When you go into a new map, you cannot use a fighting style. You can't meditate, but you also can't really take any damage. You're kind of immune for the few seconds that's up on the screen. Now, this is a buff. This company does a lot of buffs, which, as you can see, my health is 240 out of 25,160, and my chi is 120 out of 15,120. So this looks like I'm dying because my health is like tiny. This is your map over here. Here's all your styles. This is your angry percentage. Every time you take damage, this will go up. And when it gets to 100%, you click over here and you kind of go into a berserker rage kind of thing. It's kind of fun. And that's your experience showing you how close you are to the next level. This is a gift. Most of the time when they're doing events that give you the buffs, they also give you gifts. So we click on that. Blood and Iron Chapter 6, War on the Horizon. 2025, July 1st to July 29th, so most of the month this is going on. Uncover the truth behind the secret events in Qingdao. I probably can't even get to Qingdao yet. That's a much higher map. And then you have commemorative gift. You will receive a special gift once per account upon login. 1, 9Dragons Premium for 30 days. 3 times Warehouse expansion for 30 days. And 1 support box. So we click trade. If you've received an event item here, you cannot get the same rewards on any other server, which we haven't. So we click yes. Gift awaits you in your bag. Now, to get to your bag, you can either come over here and click on the little bag icon, or you can hit I on your keyboard. There's your bag. There's your 9Dragons Premium, Warehouse Expansion, and here's the box. So we right-click on that, and we hover over. And it starts to open. We click. 5 experience bonus cards. 3 item bonus cards. Gold Bead of Storm. Excellence Bead. Increased Kung Fu experience for 3 hours. Now, your bag only has 25 slots. So if you have any money, which I don't, I have 0 coins, the first thing you want to do is go buy more bags because these things fill up quickly. You can also trash some items if you don't want them. And to close the bag, you can either hit I on the keyboard again, or you can hit the little X up here, but that will leave this up. So I just hit the keyboard. And now we have new arrival. Welcome to the land of martial arts chivalry. At first, you may feel somewhat unfamiliar with the ways of the land, but as you meet people and help them solve their problems, with the help of your mini-map and exclamation markers, you should soon feel right at home. May the dragon shine upon you and its seed within you blossom. And we click confirm. And these are going to be more of those that are going to pop up. So Quest is a mission system in 9Dragons. An exclamation mark will appear on the mini-map directing you to interact with an NPC, non-playable character. Follow that NPC's instructions to accept a quest, or at times you may receive a quest as a windgram, which will pop up here, which appears in a dialog box as a written letter. By checking your quest window, by hitting Q, you can review the contents of your current quests. Reading a map, there's a small map at the upper right-hand corner of the screen. By clicking the buttons directly below the map, you can enlarge or reduce the map, or make a map display as full screen. You can also chart your current location and location of many relevant NPCs. So here's our map, and you can see there's a quest marker right behind me. Make it bigger. This is the entirety of Bamboo Village. Make it smaller. Bag. A bag is an inventory in which you can place and store several items. You begin with one, however, you may carry 2 additional bags. You can buy a bag from a wardrobe merchant. Now, the one thing that really sucks about these beginner levels is your meditation, which is what you use to heal and get back your chi, are monumentally slow, especially when you have this much. Now you can see my health is coming up a little bit. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little bit higher than it was. There. If you hit U, it targets yourself. So if you want to buff yourself, you have to hit U first, or you can just, well, you can't click on yourself. And I have 3% health. If I wanted to get to 100% health using the current meditation that I currently have, it would take me forever with the meditation that I have right now. Now, to use meditation, you're going to hit okay, now I can't remember. It's been a while. Hitting S will bring up all of your Kung Fu skills, which, of course, brought up another one of our windows here. Wanderers who have yet to join a clan can still learn Kung Fu. Wanderers can learn Kung Fu by paying money to a Shifu of Kung Fu, an NPC who trains students in a village located nearby to each clan. Wanderers Kung Fu can be trained with the training tool found in front of the Shifu. You can also use smashing techniques without any required training. Now, currently, we have nothing, which means I actually don't have my meditation yet. That's going to pop up after I talk to my first person. But I kind of want to show you around a little bit first. Yes, you can get more clothes in the game. Avenge your father, Inigo Boktoya. Yes. Artwork looks. The artwork is fairly amazing, honestly. Lovely to look at. There they. No, I think tab is what brings up your weapon style, which I don't have any at the moment. No, Lightfoot is alt, which we'll get to that in a minute. Now, I kind of want to show you around Bamboo Village a little bit before we actually talk to our first NPC. Because talking to the NPC will give me experience, which will level me, which will give me all of my health and chi back. Now, when we first played this game, this was your only means of transport until you joined a clan. It's the old point and click, where you point at a place in the distance and the character walks to that point. Once you joined a clan, you would get Clan Lightfoot. Now, Lightfoot, oh, that must be the meditation button. Okay. You can regain both your life and vital energy through meditation, though you may use it only in conjunction with mind coordination. After you register mind coordination on a quick slot, which are these down here, and click it, your meditation button located at the lower right side of your quick slot becomes activated. If you click this button or press the P key, meditation begins. So there it is. If you are attacked during meditation, you will receive internal wounds. So one should always meditate in a safe spot. Now, if you look up here, once again, you probably can't see it, but we have external wounds, internal wounds, the damage I do, my attack rate, defense, dodge, my Qigong damage, my Qigong attack rate, Qigong defense, Qigong dodge, and all of my resists. As you take damage, you will receive external wounds, mostly external. That will limit how much you can heal. Once you start getting external wounds, you look up here, it says 0. So I have 0 external wounds. If I had 5, 10, 15, I could only meditate up until that point. So my total minus 15. I could only meditate to that point. To heal those wounds, you have to go to a doctor. But anyway, I don't have Lightfoot yet, so we're going to have to go and start the first quest. So we come over here. You look around, and we have a bamboo village chief, a servant, a hermit, a little girl, and the townsfolk, Tanxiang. She's going to give you most of your beginner quests. Some nice hidden spots in the map. Used to take good drop, go hide, and tell the whole map, if you find me, you will win the item. Yeah. Sounds fun. Virtual hide and seek. That's exactly what it was. Some people thought she was scamming, which is true, but those that found her actually got the item plus all of her buffs, which her buffs were insane because she would sit here and buff grind for hours and hours at a time. So now we're going to talk to our townsfolk. And we have first encounter. Hello, stranger. Vagabonds who are trying to join these 6 clans that have opened recently come by this town a lot. I'm assuming you're here for the same purpose. Yes, I am. Many heroes who have come here with the dream of becoming Kung Fu warriors were not recognized by the 6 clans, and they left the town to wander. No, left the town. I wonder how well you can do here. As the chungs of the warriors are raised, these things called attributes are also piled up. Do you know anything about attributes? I do, because I played this a million times. But if I say I have no idea, she's going to tell me about them. Guess who are better than those people who pretend to know everything? Attributes are consisted of strength, essence, wisdom, constitution, and dexterity. The number of attributes you can distribute is limited depending on your achievement level, so you need to be careful. Before joining a clan, you should distribute your attribute points to strength, dexterity, and constitution. Why don't you distribute your attribute points right now? So we confirm. Press C to open character window. And over here, we have strength, essence, wisdom, constitution, and dexterity. Now, the old way that it used to work is you just hit this plus button, and for every time you clicked it, this would go up by 1. They're all at 8 right now. Now, you click the button, and it brings up a dialog box, and you have to tell it how many points to distribute to that spot. So in strength, we're going to put 2. Dexterity, we're going to put 2. Constitution, we're going to put 3. And essence, we're going to put 3. So now we have strength at 10, essence at 11, wisdom at 8, constitution at 11, and dexterity at 10. Your strength and your dexterity determine how long your weapons last. Constitution is your health, essence is your chi bar. So now, these 2 bars have gone up based on the points that I distributed. So now we press C again to close the character window. Foxy would activate her buffs over and over in rotation while she watched TV. Yeah, buff grinding. Now we talk to the townsfolk again. You have distributed all of your attributes. When your achievement level rises, not only attributes, but mastery is also gained. Mastery helps the hero to use weapon or kung fu better. This is why most heroes raise their mastery after selecting clan and their weapon. Now, if you know what clan you're going to join, start putting mastery points in there now. Because your mastery points will increase the damage of the weapon that you're using. So now we confirm. Press D to check mastery. This is every single weapon in the game. Staffs are Shaolin. No. Staffs are League of Beggars. Pole arms is Shaolin. Sword is Wudon. Axes are Brotherhood of Thieves. Wheels is Sacred Flower. Spear is Brotherhood of Thieves. Saber is Heavenly Demon. Dagger is also Sacred Flower. Bracer is everybody. That's your long range, your nuker class. And gloves is everybody. That is your healer and your hybrid. We have no mastery points because we are at level 0. We have no points. So there's nothing to distribute there. The bamboo village got its name from many bamboo trees, hence the name. Because of the bamboo forest and the location of Bamboo Village, this phenomenon called Heavenly Voice Amplifier occurs at this village. When you shout with a loud voice, your voice can be heard all the way from your clan village. It doesn't cost any vital energy. You can use Heavenly Voice Amplifier to speak to heroes who are in a similar achievement level as you. And now we have reached level 1, Losing Self 1. Losing Self is your chung. The way the level system here works is every 12 levels, you'll go up a different chung. So I will be in Losing Self from 1 to 12. Then we'll go up, and we'll be at that level from 1 to 12. And now we have a whole bunch more of these things pop up. Achievement level shows how much you have learned, trained, and used your kung fu. There are currently 18 achievement levels, and each level has 12 chungs. An example of how your achievement level is displayed is Chung 12 of Losing Self. When you surpass Chung 12 of each level, you can ascend to the next level through a new lesson in Chi breathing. If you fail in Chi breathing, you cannot ascend to the next achievement level. We'll get into Chi breathing in a minute. Now we have mastery points, so it has to tell you about mastery, even though she just told you. Mastery is a measurement of achievement in a category of kung fu rather than individual technique. The more mastery points you distribute, the more powerful all related kung fu techniques become. Each time you rise 1 achievement level, you gain 1 mastery point. Joining a clan. In order to join a clan, you need to meet that clan's unique qualifications, and each qualification, each clan has a different amount that you need to experience to join them. The hardest ones are Wudon and Heavenly Demon. Then Shaolin and Sacred Flower. Then Beggar and Brotherhood of Thieves. But you get, now these things will pop up from time to time. It's kind of a server-wide announcement that someone did something. You look down here, this is where your Heavenly Voice amplifier will pop up. Each clan requires different achievement levels to enter. When you first join a clan, you are considered an apprentice rather than a full-fledged disciple. You will need to complete yet another series of quests to become a disciple. For Wudon and Heavenly Demon clans, you don't go through apprenticeship. Rather, you need to complete a long series of specified quests, at the end of which you become a disciple. Qigong is Kung Fu skills that uses up vital energy. To use Qigong, you will need to accumulate vital energy, which is this bar up here. And you will also find that when utilizing Qigong, you will use up your vital energy at a rapid rate. Kung Fu and training, if you wish to use Kung Fu skills that you've learned, you should train with them. For active Kung Fu, you can train in the Kung Fu training ground. You can also train rounding, channeling, and casting in the Qigong training ground. You can use finishing, channeling, and smashing without training. So now we're going to talk to her again, and she's going to give us our weapon. Nameless Elder has heard my story, and he wishes to see you. He is like a legend among Kung Fu heroes. Why don't you go and say hi? He is in the inner part of the village. Now we have basic meditation and basic Lightfoot. If you register a Kung Fu skill in a quick slot on the lower side of your screen, you can select that Kung Fu by number keys 1 through 9. After selecting the Kung Fu and clicking the target, you can use that Kung Fu. So now I have basic meditation, which I will now. You also have 3 bars down here. You probably can't see it because the screen is tiny, but there's another little number 1 right here. If we click, there's 2, there's 3, but since there's nothing in them, but you can also hit the little squiggly key up here at the front of your number key to switch. Now, I always put meditation on my 3rd all the way at the end. Mind coordination is a basic Kung Fu technique that circulates vital energy of a character and offers several continuous effects. You can activate or deactivate mind coordination by registering in a quick slot, which I just did, and clicking or pushing the number key of that quick slot. Mind coordination technique that you are currently using is marked with an animated effect on the quick slot. While you employ mind coordination, you can use meditation. Each mind coordination technique has a different effect, and some mind coordination techniques consume your vital energy. So now, if I hit 0, it kind of starts to glow down here. And now I have meditation on all the time. If you want to use Qigong, you should register it. Then once you have designated a number button, you can activate that Qigong skill by pressing the corresponding key. Now, because I have leveled, we're going to do attributes again. I now have 4, so I'm just going to do 1 in each strength, essence, constitution, and dexterity. Now, why am I not putting any points in wisdom? Because wisdom is for your hybrids and your nukers. Those are the people that can do a long range attack. And your wisdom will affect how well that attack works. I'm not going to have any attacks like that for quite a while. So I'm not putting any points in there. But we also now have a mastery point, which is going to go into sword mastery. Because I know what clan I'm going to join, and I know what weapon I'm going to use. So now we're going to come over here to Nameless Elder. Receiving weapon. Heard the story from Tan Xiang. You helped her without any hesitation. I'm surprised to find a young person who is willing to help others. It's nothing. I heard that you came to this village to join one of the 6 clans. Is there any clan you have in mind? Leaning towards Imperial Clan or Infernal Clan. The Imperial Clan are the good guys. The Infernal Clan is the bad guys. So we're going to go Imperial. Did you say the Imperial Clan? There is the League of Beggars, where the information from all over the world is gathered. There is Shaolin, in which all the Kung Fu of the world originated. Finally, there is Wudang Clan, which boasts its sword skills. Which of these are you interested in? The League, Shaolin, and Wudang. We're going Wudang. Ever since Ling Yun ran away with Nocturnal Sorceress, Wudang has been trying to hide his stories. Is Wudang the clan you really wish to join? Wish to join? Want to check out the others? I want to join. Wudang uses swords and fists. Which weapon would you like to use? Training gloves or training sword? Or getting the sword? These weapons are suited for your achievement level. New quest has appeared. We check our bag. Hey, look, there's our sword. Now we're going to learn a basic sword attack. Now you have time. Now that you have the weapon, it is time to learn the Kung Fu suited for your weapon. And dispatched disciples teach the Kung Fu. They are all, now we have Lightfoot. Whereas before, we would do this and wait for him to get to the point that I just clicked at. Now, all you have to do is using your arrow keys and pressing the Alt button. Now you can do this. And you can run all the way. And my Lightfoot just reached level 2 just in that short span of time. As you employ a Kung Fu technique, you earn its associated Kung Fu experience points as you gain levels after achieving enough points. Each Kung Fu technique has training levels up to chain 12. On attaining certain training levels, you add additional moves to each Kung Fu technique. When you make more combos with each move, they become more powerful. Current levels of Kung Fu techniques are marked in the center beneath that Kung Fu's icon. There's my Lightfoot, which is now a level 2. You can lower or raise each Kung Fu level by clicking the arrow buttons that are placed beside the level number. Channeling techniques are Kung Fu techniques that last a long time and may be used upon either yourself or others, basically your buffs. Register a channeling Kung Fu in a quick slot, then click the target. If you want to target yourself, press U. The more you use channeling, the more Kung Fu experience points you receive. And if you look, my meditation is now almost up to level 2. Meditation, once you select it, is always active. But to actually heal yourself, you have to, now I just turned it off, you have to hit P. And now this is basic meditation. Now I don't really have anything to heal, so I don't know. Yeah, there we go. It's done. But if I had damage, it takes forever. Got some comments here. If random people popped up in front while doing it, I would bop them, yeah. Some thought they almost died, like his bar, yeah. Should make him a beggar, because no. Because the kung fu of the beggars is called dog beating stick. I'm not going to do dog beating stick playing as my dog. Yeah, your nukers are your magic types. They use more vital energy than anything. I usually play warriors. She does hybrids. Most of my characters are warriors, but every single... Oh, yeah, that thing that just popped up. Cumulative event. Please check your stamp pad. That's this right here. If you play for 10 minutes, you get a Courier's Guild voucher. If you play for 30 minutes, you get Fruit of Fortune. If you play for an hour, you get a stone shard. 2 hours gets a mushroom. 2.5 gets 15 experience bonus cards. And 3 hours gets you a panacea. Receive item, receive item. Close that. I said close. Now our bag is 2/3 full. So I really need to get some money so I can get another bag. That dude is Ted if he grew his hair out. Oh, Nameless Elder? Yeah. Hi, Chinese Ted. The Shaolin Temple, there's a kid that looks just like Bobby Hill from King of the Hill. Yes, there is. And Inigo is chiming in for himself. So now we have Lightfoot. We can actually run around. We don't have to do the clicky thing. You come up here. You can see. Dispatched Heavenly Demon Disciple. Dispatched Brotherhood Disciple. Dispatched Sacred Flower Disciple. Each clan dispatched a disciple to Bamboo Village to act as a beginner trainer. These are your infernal clans. The Imperial clan is over here. You can see dispatched Wudon disciple. This is a gate. It's right next to the disciple. So you have to make sure you're clicking on the right person or you're going to click on the gate. There is a mob right over here. See, these guys are yellow. And this guy is orange. There's another orange. Red means they are beyond your level. If you try to fight them, you're going to die. Blue is below your current level. Yellows and oranges are your current level, and red is above you. So there's Wudon, there's Shaolin, and over there is the League of Beggars. So we're going to talk to Xiang Fengzi of Wudon. Hello there. This is Xiang Fengzi, dispatched disciple from Wudon. So you have the heart of the sword, is that right? Legends say that 1 in 100 will master the spear, 1 in 1,000 will master the saber, and 1 in 10,000 will master the sword. It just means the sword is very difficult to master, but once you master it, the sword becomes the strongest weapon of all. You can see he has a sword on his back. You will learn about this in detail later on, but sword fighting in its most frequent use by the warriors of Wudon. I understand. There are 2 sword kung fu that are used by vagabonds, basic sword attack and smashing. You may learn both of them from me, learn basic sword or smashing sword, and talk to me again. So if we go over again, and if we click learn kung fu. Now, normally, these cost you gold, which I currently have 500 gold. But I think that you get these for free. We're going to pick up Smashing Sword. Learn Smashing Sword. Basic Sword. And I learn Revealing Hand, but it's not really necessary. Oh no, those actually did take gold. Wow. They changed it. They changed it on me again. So we went from 500 gold to 130. That's not great, but now if you try and just hit talk, the quest won't come up. So you have to end talk and then talk again. Just because you learn the Kung Fu doesn't mean you can use it right away. You need to train yourself and make it yours. In order to start training, you need to equip a weapon. I would have done this before because I've obviously played through this like 10 million times. So normally I would have just equipped the weapon as soon as I got it from Nameless Elder, but I wanted you guys to see this. Equip the weapon you receive from Nameless Elder, then talk. So we confirm. Press I to open the inventory. We have our sword. We can either double click or right click. And now we have our sword equipped. And this is just going to tell us about the weapon. You can use any available weapon, but required weapons are determined for each Kung Fu technique. Just means that if you're learning a sword style, you need a sword. If you're learning a dagger style, you need a dagger, and so on and so forth. If you use a weapon that is designated above your achievement level, its durability will easily reduce to the ability of each weapon will be greatly diminished. So if we look at our character, training sword, damage 20 to 29, critical rate increase, cannot be traded. The training sword can basically be used by anyone. But as you get other weapons, in here it will tell you the strength and dexterity you need to wield that weapon, and it will tell you the achievement level that you need to be. Your strength and dexterity, it'll tell you it's above your current achievement level, but most of the time you're fine. But it'll pop up here, and it'll be kind of tinted in red to tell you that, hey, this weapon is more than you can use, but it's really not. But if it tells you you need to be a certain chung to wield that weapon, you cannot wield it unless you are that weapon. But the training sword can be used by anyone. So now that we have our weapon equipped, we can talk to our disciple again. You've equipped your weapon. Now all that's left to do is master the basic sword attack. There is a wooden figure in front of me for training purposes. Train basic sword attack and talk to me. Technically, it is in front of him. It's over there. This is your Kung Fu training ground in Bamboo Village. There's also another one over here. Right over there. Now, I've never actually tested this, so we're going to find out right now if I can use their training village to train my Kung Fu. So, we have our sword equipped. To draw the sword, you hit tab. Sword is now drawn. Look down here. Now we have this little flaming arrow saying combat mode. If we put the sword away, the flames go away. We are now in peace mode. To fight, you have to be in combat mode. Now, a lot of people don't really care. They walk around with their weapon drawn all the time. I don't do that. I won't do that. I think it's rude. So if I'm not actually currently fighting something, I'm in peace mode when I'm traveling. So now we're going to hit the Kung Fu training tool, start training, yes. Kung Fu training, the circle in the center indicates the trainee's mind. You can use the Kung Fu technique on the training pole when you stop moving. Circle with left click inside the red area. There's a little ball here. You want to click when it's in here. It's going to start at level 1, then go to 2, then level 3. Level 1, you get 1 strike per attack. Level 2, you get 2. Level 3, you get 3. You achieve 1 chung of training for completing 12. Training is complete once you reach the 3rd. If you quit training without completing it, you will need to start over again next time. So you can see this is kind of grayed out. That means we haven't trained it yet. So click that, start training. You see the little blue ball starts to move. We need to stop it by clicking, right-clicking when the ball is in the red zone. And he does 1 attack. And I messed up. Now it's going to go up to level 2. And the red square gets bigger. And he'll add a 2nd attack. Now it goes up to level 3. The red zone gets bigger again. And he'll add a 3rd attack. Completed training basic sword attack. Active refers to a specialized category of Kung Fu skill, which initiates not one, but a series of moves. When the achievement level of active reaches either Chung 3 or 5, you may use an upgraded technique. So now we put our sword away. We bring up our Kung Fu. We didn't need to train our smashing attack. So we're going to put that on the upper bar at 0. We're going to put our basic sword attack at 1. Now, before I train Kung Fu, now this isn't going to happen until I start learning clan Kung Fu. Before I trained, when you drew the sword, he just draws the sword. This is going to stay the same until I learn a clan sword. Then you're going to get a more flowing draw to the sword. But now I have a basic sword attack that I can now use on the various mobs around. So now we need to come back here. I got a puppy. We talk to our disciple again. You've made basic sword attack yours. How much one trains for Kung Fu changes. How much damage it can deal. Make sure you train each Kung Fu all the way. And now we've leveled again. So now we are at losing self 2, level 2. We increase our attributes. Again, we just put 1 in strength, essence, constitution, and dexterity. And we bring up our mastery, and we put another point in sword mastery. Now, if we look at our map, we have more quests. Help in the alchemy. And now we actually get the request that we were supposed to get at the very beginning, where we helped her without asking for anything in return, or whatever Nameless Elder said. So now we're going to Lightfoot down here. These are foxes. This is a mob. I kind of feel bad for attacking them because they're not doing anything. They don't aggro. They don't attack you unless you attack them until you get to higher levels. So now we come talk to her again. Oh my, I was on my way to take this lunchbox to my father, but I met you along the way, and how fast time travels. The lunch will get cold by the time I take it. I will deliver it with Lightfoot. Now remember, when we first played this game, number one, Bamboo Village was not here, and number two, you did not get Lightfoot until you joined a clan. So getting it at the very beginning of the game, very helpful. My father is working for the Couriers Guild in the village. He's on the south. So if we resize our map again, there you see where he is. It just popped up. So now we're going to Lightfoot. Those are drops from someone attacking the foxes. Usually when someone kills an enemy and gets a drop like that, if they don't pick it up right away, they leave it there for long enough, you can pick it up. I usually don't. This is your storage keeper, also known as the courier. From him, you can buy and use storage. Now, I don't have enough money for storage right now. But if I did, 20 slots, 30 slots, or 40 slots for 120, 240, or 365 days. I cannot even buy the lowest level because it's 2,800 gold and I have 130. You can't use storage until you have some. So now we have to end talk again. You have to double click. I forgot to mention that. Everything that you do, you have to double click. From the shape of the lunchbox, I can tell that my daughter asked you to deliver this. And since you were using Lightfoot, I assume that you are a warrior. Since the 6 clans have reopened 10 years ago, I've been seeing people like you often. Please tell Xiang that I will enjoy this. Confirm. Now we can check the map, and it's telling me to go back to her again. These are higher level characters. They come here to either get disciples or to buff people. So now we're going to Lightfoot back up to her. To finish the quest. See, the gold is still there. Now we finished the quest. How kind of you to help me out. You are different from other people who came to this village before. As you reach the 12th chung of achievement level, you need to reroute your chi before moving on to the next level. We call it chi breathing. Do you know anything about chi breathing? Obviously I do, but please tell me. You should just try it, perform chi breathing, then talk. Chi breathing. Chi breathing is the process of opening important chakras to process the next achievement level that works as possible. A white button is left, a black button is right, a blue button is both. Follow the marker and click as shown above. You can't move during chi breathing. Chi breathing consumes vital energy. You will begin dying immediately if attacked during chi breathing. You receive internal wounds equal to the amount of vital energy expanded. You gain bonus experience based on how fast you complete chi breathing. So the faster you do it, the more you get. Yes. Usually only grab gold if people leave it behind. Yeah, it was a puppy. So now we're going to start. And it starts on a white. Now it doesn't start counting how long it takes you until you start. So, left, right, left, right, right, left, 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 right, right, both. Right, left, right, left, left, right, 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 left, right, right, left, both. And we're done. You're going to do that every time you go up to a new level above 12. So we talk to her again. Basic meditation is most frequently used chi breathing method. Anyone who's tried to join 6 clans probably knows of basic meditation. Once you have mind coordination, you can recover health and vital energy through meditation. Open Kung Fu window and put basic meditation into quick slot. We've already done that. Now, we used up vital energy doing chi breathing. It's easier than it looks once you understand the concept. I can't tell how much of the vital energy we use, but I have 12,541 out of 15,196. Just to show you. And yes, you can scroll out of your character just to show you how bad basic meditation sucks. Now it's going to recover just the vital energy. Because we haven't taken any damage yet. What time is it? Holy crap, it's already been over an hour. I wish button mashes. See, it's still going. Fireworks again. Here comes Callie. Aw. Go talk to the kids. Clip the boys' nails today, so maybe it won't hurt when they launch. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, it's still going. Oh, duh. You can't actually see it because it's kind of covered up. But over here is your Heavenly Demon Amplifier. This is just server notifications. You can't really... Can I move myself? Charcoal ran too. Those are louder than last night. I'm sorry. Yep, we're still waiting. And the worst part about it is once it's started, you can't stop it until it's done. Even if I try and click to get my character to walk somewhere else, it does nothing. There's another player character. Yeah, these first few levels of meditation are extremely tedious. It's not until you get to join a clan and get clan meditation that it becomes faster. And then as you level up, it gets faster. Now, if you look down here, I should have enough experience points to level up to level 2 of basic meditation, but level up requirement, Chung 9 of losing self. So I can't level up to the next level until I get to level 9 of losing self. I'm at 2. I think same thing with basic meditation. Let's look. Oh, I can't even bring up my Kung Fu mastery. Oh, boy. Da, 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 da. Yeah, this is going to take a little bit, so if anybody in the chat has any questions they'd like to ask, please feel free to do so, because it's going to be a little bit now. Yeah, good idea. Dude, I need my hand. Stop. Potty break time, yeah. Reaching Nirvana takes time. You're not wrong. True, and yes, Carl, you can play as a redhead. Yes, you can. I showed him that. Looks fun, it is. You can play as male, you can play as female. I think, I almost want to go back and look, but I think you actually get more options for hair as a female character than you do for male. Female butts are fun to watch, you're not wrong. Yeah, it's still going. Over here, these people are looking for different weapons, different... oh, geez, I forgot what they're called. You can add things to your weapons and your clothing if they have open slots. Many of my tunes on World of Warcraft are redheads, even the two guys. Yeah. Now, if I wanted to get out of this, there is a way to do it. No reason not to. There's no reason not to make a redhead in any game if you can. If I went back to the title screen, basically if I quit, well, not fully quit the game, but if I quit this character, it will... Oh, no, never mind. It won't. I just tried hitting escape, and it literally will not do anything. Used to be if you hit escape and went back to the title screen or the character screen, it would stop all this. But I guess they've changed that too in the last month since the last time I played. So I literally can't do anything at all until this finishes. Seems like World of Warcraft a lot to learn up front and too much to carry. Well, you know, not too hard as long as you pay a bit attention to the little blurbs, which normally, when I'm playing, yeah, that took so long that my character now thinks I'm away from the computer. If you don't move for long enough, your character will just kneel. It thinks, and it says right under here, away. It thinks I'm away from the computer. Now he stands up. Normally, if I'm playing by myself, I played through most of this so many times that I just skip actually reading what the people are saying because I know what they want me to do. Now we're going to talk to her again. Uh-oh. There we go. I think it's going to kick me. Let's go back to the character screen and see if that fixes it. And the gift popped back up again, even though we already opened the box. Okay, yeah, it was just, now we have to reactivate our meditation. Usually when it does that, it means it's going to kick you. Thanks to you, my father got to have warm lunch. Maybe you can... Never mind. No need to put my hopes up yet. This is for delivering my lunchbox to my father. And we complete the quest. This seems like work, I space out. Well, I enjoy games like this. And this being either the only or one of the very few Chinese-based MMOs, it really makes me enjoy it. So now we have another cumulative because we've been on for an hour. Now we're going to go down here to the other end of the village, or other village as it actually is. Now we've reached chunk 3 of basic Lightfoot. Go talk to the storekeeper again. World of Martial Arts. The world of martial arts is also known as Saber Mountain on Sword Forest. Therefore, you can't survive without information. I'll introduce several important merchants who can help you. So this is going to introduce you to all of the other merchants that you will find in every single village. They will look exactly the same. They will have the exact same purpose in the village. They will have different names, but every single Courier's Guild guy will look like this. Go visit Xiao Jian Lai at the general store. So, we're going to go over here to the general store. I am Xiao Jian Lai, the owner of General Store. My general store has various items to offer. We will surely deliver the best customer satisfaction, so come by at any time. What types of items do you have? I sell tools to attach ornaments. That's what it is. I sell tools to attach ornaments to your equipment, items to improve your Kung Fu and Qigong skills, disassembly tools to remove ornaments. I'll stop introducing myself. Go talk to Bladesmith Wei You Tie right next door. Every single general store is going to look like this guy. Click trade. We have combining tools, groove cutters, talismans, iron blocks. These things, talisman blocks, incense, and spheres, are needed for certain buffs. These are used for adding ornaments to, and I can sell things to him. So now we're going to talk to the blacksmith. Talk, trade, repurchase, repair weapons, weapon combinations. When your weapon gets low enough that it's going to break, come to a blacksmith, he'll repair it. I am Wei You Tie, an expert of weapon sales and repair. Since you're entering the world of martial arts, I'm sure we're going to see a lot of each other. Go to the lady next door named Wei Wu Yan for information about disassembly and crafting. Trade, he has training sword, training saber, staff, cudgel, all the training weapons. You want a weapon? Find a blacksmith. Now we're going to talk to the craftsman. Hello there, my name is Wei Wu Yan, which Wu Yan is actually a Korean name. I craft weapons. You'll be surprised by my crafting skill. If you bring the right weapons and resources, stop by here again before you leave town. Now it's going to send me to the doctor, which has 2 separate quests. Doctor heals both internal and external wounds. Visit a doctor and click heal. And then your internal and external wounds may be completely healed, though your life and vital energy cannot be recovered. So, if you have external wounds, you come here, he heals you. But that sliver of your life bar won't close until you meditate. So we'll do World of Martial Arts. Hello there. Come in. I am Xiao Xian Yo, who runs the town clinic. I can heal wounds and also sell basic herbs and medicine. Come back when you're done touring the market and I can give you some vital herbs. Now we're going to go over to the drapery, which is where I would buy a second and third bag. Ho, ho, ho. Hello there. My name is Su Qixiang. I run the drapery. I am an expert in trading and repairing clothes. Go and talk to that scary-looking Wei Yo Min, which I don't think she's scary-looking, but you'll see that in a second. So we talked trade here, clothes, and bag. Now, I don't have enough to buy another bag yet. I need another 570 gold to buy a second bag. Now we have our innkeeper. This one thought she looked scary. Me, personally, I think she's hot. I'll let other people be the judge. That's your innkeeper. Does she look scary to you? Come on now. If you check in at a local inn, you can then revive at the inn when necessary. If you revive at an inn, you will not suffer from revival penalty. That rootless Su Jinxiang always acts like that. Anyhow, glad to see you. My name is Wei Yo Min, and I run this inn. In our inn, we provide a place so that you can regain your strength. Go talk to Wei Jinxiang, who is in charge of the tavern. So every time you get to a new village, check in at the inn. If you die and no one is around to revive you, you'll go back to the inn. If you don't, you're going to revive at your clan village and you will have a penalty for dying. So we are going to check in for free, Carl. So yeah, don't need to be scared, wallet. You check in at the inn for free. So now I have a room at the inn. Not putting it down, I can't say anything. As addicted I am to scanning QR codes. Exactly. World of Warcraft will time out to you too. What gets me is when you're on a long commercial flight, you get called AFK. Yeah. I'm scared she's going to pop out of that blouse. Yeah. Now, I don't know if you can hear this. You probably can. There is a dog in the village. You can hear it barking. Now I need to close my blinds because it's shining on the screen and making it hard for me to see things. That's good enough for now. Now the tavern keeper. Hello there. In our tavern, we serve local famous dishes as well as home-brewed liquor to regain your stamina. Please stop by our tavern before you head out. Well, you're done talking to the merchants in our town. Remember, there are others similar to us in other towns. They are exactly the same. And no, you can. Actually, you can. Well, you can't get this one, but you can get pets. I might, here in a little bit, hop onto one of my higher level characters and show you. You can have pets. And now we've leveled again. So, attribute distribution. Honestly, I kind of liked it better when you could just hit the plus sign and it would do it all for you. This little extra dialogue box, it's an extra step. I think it's unnecessary. There's the dog. Kind of looks like Inigo, too. And then we do our mastery again. This is a deco or a decoration. You can get those from drops. You can also get them from events when the server does an event. A deco will completely cover all of your clothes. So if you get one and you don't like the way it looks, you're kind of stuck with it till you take it off or until it expires, which they do expire. Some of them do anyway. You always have to buy bags, and wow, you can get bags. No, I think you have to buy them. I think you have to buy them. Higher the area's level, the more. All of your bags are going to have 20, and I think you have to buy them. They don't drop, but it isn't too hard to get them, and you only have to buy once, and then you have plus the storage. I tend to sell a lot of stuff, so I tend to have a lot of empty space. I'm going to go back to the clinic. Collectibles and resources. Do you know about collectibles and resources? You can obtain various resources while traveling, collect them, and convert them into valuable items. There are also different level items you can obtain by collecting resources. How do I collect? Collecting materials is much. You can obtain a scratchback by opening boxes that are scattered around Bamboo Village. Collect 5 scratchbacks to begin with. Now, there was one, these little golden boxes. Must choose combat or peace mode during play. You can attack only in combat mode. You can open a stand, meditate, or emote only in peace mode. You can toggle between combat and peace mode by pressing the tab key. Current mode is displayed in the center of the quick slot panel. Almost all the deviant clans will be hostile and dangerous, except for the foxes, unless you attack one of them first. They are regarded as enemies of the land. However, in rare instances, become allies. So these little boxes over here, we need to obtain 5 back scratchers. It's not letting me get that one. Let's see if we can find another one. Well, that's annoying. They'll pop back up in time. So let's do the other quest, because the other quest is actually going to give me a chance to attack some of the mobs around so you can see what attack looks like. He sells things. Foxy hoards them until she has no more room, and then she has to either go sell them or they go in the trash. So we're going to go back to the clinic again. Helping the alchemy. Hey there, have you seen my hat? You're wearing it. Oh, really? Ah, yes, there it is. It was on my head. My grandson made this hat for me. Must be very precious. Yes, of course. Let's see. I was going to ask you something. Ah, yes. I make elixirs called Aged Wild Ginseng each year, but recently I haven't been able to make any because of the bandits outside of the village. Please get me the ingredients to make Aged Wild Ginseng. I need some twigs and wild ginseng. You can find the twigs near tree trunks in the logging field. At the north of the village, you can find wild ginseng from the grass in the sand field called wild ginseng. Ginseng's going to be down here. We're going to get the twigs first, because we'll be able to kind of run in a big circle. Now we have some mobs here. Yellow, sick bandit. Orange, scared bandit. These guys, for the most part, are going to leave me alone until I start actually trying to collect the twigs out of the tree stumps, and then they attack me. It's kind of annoying. Now we have some red bandits. And we have 1 of 8 twigs. Now, because my level is so high with the current buff that I have, it's really easy to ignore these guys. But if you don't have the buffs, these guys will destroy you relatively quickly. And now they're crowding around me, so I can't get the twig that I was aiming for. And there's a box. And we have someone killed by a masked character. Four bamboo fans and 12 gold. To pick up something, you either hit the space bar or you click on the thing you're trying to pick up. There's another box. Bamboo Dutch wife, a life pill, and 71 gold. Guys, come on! I'm just trying to get some twigs here. Leave me alone. 5 of 8. 6 of 8. 7 of 8. Come on. And there's 8 of 8. More bamboo fans and more gold. Now we're going to go get the wild ginseng. Which is going to pop up right down here in a field full of snakes. You can hear them. When I played Guild Wars, I would save certain things because there were slots that could be used in Star to share amongst your characters, yeah. I think our biggest bag is 30 spaces. Well, we get 25. But in the beginning, a bag as small as 6 spaces. No good in a dungeon. You can have up to 5. Otherwise, I'd either announce a fire sale in the area chat or just dump all my crap on a vendor, yeah. At least they're taking turns with the gangbang. Now there's a piece of wild ginseng right there. And we only need 5 of those instead of 8. Two, 3, 4, and there's 5. So now the quest is complete. But because I showed you, because I told you that we were going to show you some of the attacks, make sure we have our Kung Fu equipped. Now that's a red snake. We don't want that one. We're going to hit the orange one. Now he's only going to do the first attack because, like I said, I'm at level 1. I need to get to level 3 before I get the second attack, and level 5 will give me the third. Now again, because my health bar is so ginormous right now, I'm not too terribly worried about that. But these guys are red. I would normally not be standing here letting them attack me. Oh, don't. Okay, fine, attack him. See, I missed several attacks in a row there. That was because of his level. And I just went up an entire level just from attacking that snake. I'm still not getting the back scratchers that I need for the other stupid quest. Getting a lot of... Now we have female bandits. Now I've reached level 2, and I get the second attack. It shouldn't be there until... No, am I level 2? No, I'm level 3. So now I get the second attack. And I just leveled up again. Leveling the first 24 levels can be really, really quickly, especially if you have an event going on that's giving you double or triple XP. So now let's finish this quest. Thank you for getting the ingredients. Elixirs can raise various attributes. Age Wild Ginseng raises life, but it can be harmful if you take them wrong, so be careful when you take elixirs. Now he's going to give me the elixir that he just made. And we leveled up again. Where's my elixir? Age Wild Ginseng. You want to consume the elixir? Yes. Bing! Elixir successfully consumed. Again, if you get attacked while you're consuming an elixir, it might kill you. But now that we've leveled several times in a row, we have 16. That means I leveled 4 times. So let's see. 3. 3. 3. 3. And now we will put 2 in wisdom. And we'll do 1 more in constitution and essence. And we need to do 4 mastery points. Now, I want to try and get up to the next level beyond losing self. Just so, well, you've already seen chi breathing, so it's not really necessary. Yes, I'm playing another game at the same time. Now we have a heroic episode, which you don't need to do. But because I'm showing you things, we're going to go show the heroic episode. I usually skip these because they're kind of meh. They're quests that don't go away. You can just do them over and over and over again. Nameless elders help. You remind me of my younger days. You seem intelligent. Now listen, you probably don't know what attributes are good for you, so I'll let you freely distribute your attributes. You can find out which attributes are good for you that way. This is something that usually bugs me. Because when people look at my attributes, I am usually told I am building my character wrong. Because I put a lot of points in my essence, a lot of points in my constitution. I don't put as many points in strength and dexterity. But guess what? I can Lightfoot all the way across 3 separate maps without having to stop to meditate. You can't. Shut up. Yes, I know. Need to wrap up your part 1. Getting late. I need to eat. Yes, I know. Be there all night? It might be. You know how gamers are once we get going? Yeah, you're not wrong. What do you mean? If you ever want to redistribute your attributes, I can reset them. But when you reach level beyond losing self, I cannot help you. So make sure you reset the attributes when you're in losing self. Do you wish to initialize your attributes? No, I'm good. I don't want to reinitialize my attributes. Guess you like how you are. Come back when you change your mind. Not gonna. There's going to be a person like that in your clan village that will tell you, hey, if you want to redistribute, please come talk to me. But once you get to a certain level, I can't help you. So make sure you like. Did I get 5 of them? No, I got 2 of them. So now, because we don't have any quests beyond that one, and I'm not going to redistribute my attributes, we're going to go attack some mobs because it's fun. And because I need to level to get any more quests. So we're going to come down here and fight some bandits. Now see, green, light blue, light blue. You're going to get less experience for blues because they're below your level. And once they get far enough below your level, you're not going to get any experience for them because it's. If I brought my higher level to this village and attack these bandits, I'd get nothing. Because they're so very far below my level that it's not even worth it. Now, just for fun, on this one, I'm going to hit my smashing attack. Boom! Smashing again. And now we've leveled to Chung 8 of Losing Self. Do we have any more quests? No! So, we keep going. Tobacco leaf pouches and gold. Gold. Yeah, see, my bag's almost full. I need to go get rid of some crap. Now we're going to come down here. Because I think those snakes that were red to me now should be orange or even possibly yellow. Go away, bandit. Oh, looks like they're white. Fine. You die now. There is one mob on a map. It's basically the second map that just make me laugh. because when they die, if you listen to when these women die, it sounds like they're in pain. Well, this other mob, they're not in pain. They're not in pain. No, 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 no. Let's get to losing self 10, which is right there. And then I will go get on one of my other accounts and show you my higher level character and show you the mob I'm talking about. So we're going to come back up here to the village where it's safe. We're going to do our attributes. 3. And 3. And 3. Told you I'm playing 2 games at the same time. And 3. And then we do mastery. 1, 2, 3. Now once you get to level 10 of sword mastery, you need 2 mastery points to go up to the next level. So the next time that I'll be able to get points in sword mastery, I will have to be level 12 instead of level 11. So that's just going to hit escape. We're going to go to the title screen. Now we're going to take that off the screen, because I'm going to have to put in my my little code. When you set up an account, you have to do the password, and it will also give you a PIN number. You guys don't get to see my PIN number. All right, so this is my main. These are my higher level characters. Male Shaolin hybrid. Female Wudon hybrid, I think. And then my male Wudon warrior, who is wearing a deco. This is not what his costume looks like. But because she is right next to the mob that I'm talking about, we're going to go in here. This is Zhangzhou, the second map. We get the gift thing again. But because I've already done it on this account, I don't get the gift. She is a hybrid, so she gets these wonderful Wolverine claws as a weapon. The mob I'm talking about is literally right outside of this village on both sides. This map is quite a bit larger than Bamboo Village was. Now we're going to show you clan meditation and how much faster it is, because she is part of Wudon. She has Wudon meditation. This is clan meditation. It's still going to take a little bit. She is at revolving chakra 4, which is level 40. She is level 40. Oh, those are my buffs. There's my my kung fu stuff. Because she is a hybrid, she does have one nuke attack, which is, like I said, that's your magic kind of long range attack. And I have buffs and heals. Your vital energy always comes back faster during meditation than your health does. And again, we have a clinic, a blacksmith, a general store. These guys still look exactly like the people in Bamboo Village. There's your drapery. There's your storekeeper. There's the inn. Same characters, same basic, oh, geez. Purpose. Lost a word there. Different names. Now this character, because it's my higher level character, actually has storage. Look at the bag. The bag is almost empty, and this character has 6,085,979 gold. This stuff is quested. The way I arrange my bags. First bag is usually for healing herbs and things that I can sell or donate to the clan. Second bag is for quest things. This bag is for stuff that I can sell to other characters. Gonna have to show that too. There is one map where all the other player characters set up shops to sell things to the player characters instead of offloading them to the blacksmith and things like that. That's how I got 6 million gold, was from selling things. Now my vital energy is full and we're just waiting for health. It's still slow. It's slow because, holy crap, they gave me a whole lot of health to recover from. Now let's see if this works. Okay, yeah, we pop into the character screen and go back in. She won't be meditating anymore. There's another little pupper. There's your impervious, immune to everything. It lasts for about 10 seconds every time you change maps. I can't fight until it goes away. I can't meditate until it goes away. Now we're going to activate our Tai Chi Fist. And we're going to come out here. Now I want you guys to listen and tell me if you think this sounds like pain compared to what the other bandits in the other village sounded like. Oh my goodness, we have a suspicious female passerby. What happens if we attack them? Oh no, it is a suspicious Black Shadow disciple. Now listen, she's blue. Did you hear that? Let's do it again. Just for fun, let's do it again. Because I think I was talking when she actually died. I'm going to turn up my volume just a little bit and see if you can... Now I'm going to shut up. Did you hear that? Somebody in the chat let me know they heard that. Thank you, Trey. Yeah, no, that was not pain. There's a reason. And yes, this is going to sound terrible. It's going to sound sexist. Just let me have this one. Since the first time I played this game, that mob, female Black Shadow disciples, are called orgasm death bitches. Because, holy crap, that is not a pain sound. Now that we're on the bridge, this is Zhengzhou. We have Lushan Village, Baoyang Village, Wuan Village. This is a much bigger map than Bamboo Village. This will take me back to my clan village. This will go to the PvP map, Bloody Plain. And this will go to Jinan, the next village up. So, people tell me I have too many points in Constitution and Essence. But I can do this, and most of them can't. Yeah, that was a very specific, yeah. She seemed very happy getting unalive, yeah. I can do this where most people that tell me I'm doing it wrong will have to stop and meditate at least once, if not twice, before they get to the end of the map. There's two more things I want to show. And then we'll cut it for tonight. I want to show you clan contributions. And I want to show you the market village. To get clan kung fu and clan manuals, you need to do clan contributions. You need to give them stuff. And instead of giving you money, they'll give you contribution points. Oh, wait. No, never mind. I was in peace mode. See, I didn't have to stop. I was making sure I was in peace mode because, like I said, I don't just run around with my weapon out. If I'm not actively fighting, it's rude to walk up to a merchant with a sword drawn. Most of the people that told me that I was doing it wrong would have had to stop and meditate by now to get their vital back. It's barely moved. I can run from clan entrance to Jinan entrance the entire length of the map and not have to stop and meditate. Now, I hate this bridge. That's why I hate this bridge. You can't see the bridge until you're almost right on top of it, and then you run into the edge. Now, this character is also wearing a decoration. Oh, you want to play? All right, fine. Let's play. Oh, boy. Now, do you think the guys make that noise? The male Black Shadow disciples. Do you think they sound like that when they die? Nope. Guys sound like they're passing a kidney stone. And now we've gone to clan entrance. We have Tianjin from the League of Beggars, Songshan for Shaolin, and Wudanshan for Wudan. So we're going to go to Wudan. I love this loading screen. I really wish it lasted longer, but it doesn't. And we have two separate clan entrances, one at this end, one at this end, and one at the other end. We're going to go in the one that's closest. This is Wudon Mountain. Look at all the lovely swords. Look at them all. Look how awesome they look. Now we need to go talk to our clan contribution person, who is also the person that he's the person that welcomes you to the clan when you first join. And gives you your first set of Wudon robes, which you can't see because she's wearing a deco. Oh, bloody meh. I hate stairs. This guy right over here. Other person wearing a sword on his back. Clan contribution. What do I want to contribute? My second bag is usually for things that the second is usually stuff that I'll contribute if I can too. Yeah. Nah. Flowstones. Look down here, it'll give you 400 contribution points. I have 2 of them. So we left click on that. My current contribution points are 9,001. This will give me another 400. And we have a Twitch bot trying to give me more freaking viewerships. So that's clan contribution. Now, just for fun, I'm going to show you my favorite spot. Here is clan leader. Carl, if he actually had hair. This is the guy that is the leader of the clan. But if you go behind him, there's a lovely little grotto back here that you used to not get any quests for, so most people didn't know it was here. But if you come back here, you actually get to meet a clan elder. And this area, I can see why he built his house up here. He gets to overlook the entirety of the mountain from up here. Elder Wudon, Master Huanghuo. He's old, holding his sword upside down, and probably dying. Yeah. Those are the types of spots you would go for hide and seek, yeah. So now that we have some contribution points, which I had 9,000 up to begin with, I'm going to show you what you can do with them. I don't think I actually have anything that I can learn right now, but we're going to find out. Every clan is going to have a clan leader. They're going to have a contribution master. And they're going to have different masters for the different classes of character. So I need to find my clan master. This guy will sell you manuals. Can't learn any kung fu from him. Wudon Master. There's Wudon Lightfoot. 100,000 gold. This takes gold. This is not clan contribution points. If we come over here, I want to show you Qigong training because it's different from the Kung Fu training I already did. I think this is my person that I learned Kung Fu from. And there's nothing to learn. Well, that's disappointing. There's the blue dragon. That's your warrior. Can't learn anything from him because I'm not a warrior. So I'm. Where is my person? They might be up by the Kung Fu the Qigong training ground, which is up here. This is no. This is not the Qigong training ground. It's been a while since I've been on this map. Okay. It's on the map. Kung Fu training ground, Lightfoot training ground, Qigong training ground is up here. Okay, good. So we need to go back down where we were. That's right. Qigong training ground is up here. Duh. And there is your white tiger. There's my, okay, good. I can learn some things. Okay, good. Steps goes with meditation. So we can learn that. That's a heal. That's a heal. And this will use your clan contribution points. So now we have Qigong training to do, which again you need to be in combat mode for. Start Qigong training. Now you notice how these ones are all colorful and these ones are kind of grayed out. That means I haven't trained them yet. So Hermit healing of 9. Now, these ones are going to be different. Whereas with the Qigong training, you had to stop the ball in the red area as it was moving back and forth. This one, you need to keep it in the red area. So you need to keep it here instead of stopping it here. There we go. We have now trained our heal. So let's go to our buff. And we will put that in here. And now that I have a heal, hit you and heal myself. And now I have to wait for it to cool down. So we heal ourselves again. Now you see what that just said? Cannot use unless in incense meditation condition. Remember back when I told you the general store that was selling incense? You need to buy incense to be in an incense condition to use this buff. I don't think I have any incense. Which I don't. Okay. So that's Qigong training. Now, one more thing I want to show before we close it off for the night. And Carl's probably right. Once I end the stream, I'll probably still be playing. I'll just turn it off window mode because I hate window mode. Want to show you Hefa. And Hefa is the market district. This entrance right over here will take you either to Hefa or back to Bamboo Village. So that's where we're going to head. And we were going the wrong way. Yay. Now this person is a teleporter. They will teleport you to the village entrance, which would be stupid because that would take me all the way back here. So, click on the gate. Hefei entrance, Bamboo Village. We're going to go to Hefei. Now, people who watched my Casting the Fisherman's Rod video, they will recognize that loading screen. If you have a slower computer or slower internet, this area that I'm about to show you will kill you. It will lag like crazy. Because you will have swaths of player characters setting up stands to sell things. You will also have the same village people. You will have the same village merchants that you had in every other village in this village as well. But you will also find a giant chicken, player characters selling things. Now, a lot of people will put one thing in their bag at a crazy price just so the stand doesn't close, and then they'll just leave. And this is 3,500,000,000 gold for this one thing. Is it worth that? I have no idea. But he might have just put it in there so the stand doesn't close. Because if people buy all of your stuff, your stand will close. So if you're not trying to... Like, I will set up a stand overnight and just go to bed. $4 billion, yeah. But this is your market district. We're going to zoom way out, and you can just see all... These are all PCs. Player characters selling stuff they don't need anymore. And to set up a stand... we're going to... Damn, it's been so long since I've done this, I don't remember how to set up a stand. Have any mounts? No, you run everywhere, but you can have pets. That was the other thing I wanted to show you was pets. Hefei is where you can buy goods from others, yeah. I think they talked about mounts, but they're not active yet. Nah, I don't remember. Damn, I can't remember how to set up a stand. Well, that might have to be next time. Because I do not remember how to set up a stand. So we're going to go back to our character select screen. No! Not that screen. Ah, shoot. want to show you pets before we This is my Shaolin hybrid. I think he's the one that has the pet. Yep. Remember that thing that talked about windgrams on Bamboo Village that will give you quests without having to find a quest marker? That's what this is. Guangjong says, need to discuss about secret message, so come and see me when you've read this windgram. Confirm. He's got a tiny little black tiger pet. Pets you can get as drops. Got a tiny little black tiger pet. When I go into combat mode, he's alert. When I go off combat mode, he just kind of wanders around a little bit. This character is Rising Light 1, which is level 49. All right, so, yeah, we've been at this almost 2.5 hours. I didn't really get a lot done in Bamboo Village. Normally, I can run through all of Bamboo Village in about an hour, but reading all of the little text boxes and stuff to show what they said, that takes some time. So, but that is all for tonight. I most definitely have to go get me some dinner now. But I hope people enjoyed this. If you want to play this game, please download this game. We need people to come and enjoy this with us, because Foxy will not play without a party. If you're interested, you can send me a message. At least the Sword family can send me messages. And we will arrange a time that everyone can be on to play together, because this game is a lot of fun. And because I have lower level characters, like the puppy, I can either get on my higher level character and I can be a bodyguard so that the mobs don't swarm you, or I can get on a lower level character and we can play alongside one another. But that's all for tonight. Have all sorts of pets that do silly stuff, like the Pog. Drag his butt on the ground when it's bored. Good show, very interesting. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. I am going to try, possibly, to do other game streams, possibly throughout the week. I might try and play again Monday night, since unless there's going to be a behind the code, there's not really much going on. I might hop on for a little bit on Monday and just kind of show you the lower levels so you can see the leveling process and gameplay on some of the other maps. Good show. Thank you. So I will see you guys possibly on Monday. If not, I will see you all next Saturday. Thank you for watching. Thank you for this to the Sword family for commenting. I will see you all next week. 再见。